Okay, I just did the weight loss video, but I figured I'd probably get asked what I've been doing and what I've been eating. So I figured I'd probably go ahead and do that just as in case, sort of video. So, okay, what I've been doing, I mean, I don't do diets. I don't do the whole fad diet things. I used to, and they just would lead me nowhere. Or what would happen is I'd end up faltering one day, and because of that I'd beat myself up and then just, not go on it, just completely go off and quit the whole diet. So that's kind of why, like, this time around when I'm trying to lose weight, I'm not really trying to focus on a diet. I'm just trying to focus on just eating healthier, watching my portions, and watching what I'm cooking with too. I think that's been like the biggest and the toughest part is just watching what I'm cooking with, because it's either I'll cook with a lot of butter or a lot of vegetable oil or something like that. So, I've switched that out and gone with Pam, and those like fat-free cooking sprays and whatever else. So that's been, I think, the biggest obstacle, was just finding different ways to cook. Summertime, I think too, it's always easier for me to cook, just because, I've said this in a video before, but because, the weather's warmer, so I can go out and grill. It's not like you can grill indoors. Yeah, sure, you can get that George Foreman grill, but I love that thing for cooking bacon, but as far as cooking anything else, I don't really care for it, because it tends to dry out my food. So I don't really care for it. I don't like it. But I love grilled food. But anyways, so that's what I've been doing food-wise. And then I don't keep soda in the house. I haven't kept soda in the house for years, just because I know how I can be when I drink it. Which, by the way, is another thing I forgot to talk about. When I was out in California, my dad bought, a 12-pack of soda, which, they drink diet, but I don't drink diet. I can't stand drinking diet soda. The taste of it just, ugh. I'd rather drink water than drink that, That's how nasty it is to me. But, I like water anyway, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But anyways, okay. When he found out I didn't drink diet soda, he went and he got me a 12-pack of regular Coke. Normally, a 12-pack of regular Coke for me would be gone in like 2 or 3 days. It lasted me the whole week I was out in California, and I was out there for about 10 days. So I only had about one a day. I moderated myself to only have one a day. There were a couple of days where I had two, but like, I don't know why I was so determined to just not drink it, but I'm just really glad I was. And it kind of proved to myself that I do have the willpower and the strength and motivation to not always have to eat the junk or go for, the crap like that, So I was rather proud of myself for that. But yeah, I don't keep soda in the house. I do still have regular sugar, but I don't cook with sugar. I don't really do anything a lot with sugar. If I make sweet tea, I make it with Splenda. There are a couple times where I've made it with sugar, but I make sweet tea so few and far in between that I don't, in my head it doesn't really matter. I'm drinking 1% milk. I can alternate between 1% and skim milk, but the past 2 or 3 months it's been 1%. Yeah, eating wise, it's not like I'm doing any fad diets or anything like that. I don't believe in them for myself. If it's, what works for you, more power to you. I bow down to you. I can't do them. I don't like them. I don't like diets that tell me, you can eat this, but you can't eat this. You have to stay away from this, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to do anything. You just have to, you don't have to not eat anything. You just have to watch how much you're eating of it, or how much you're drinking of it, or, stuff like that. I'd rather do that than, be completely cut off from sweets and carbs and, you know, name something that, oh my God, will give you cancer if you eat it once. So yeah, that's my take on that with food. And then exercise, I have really just been doing We Fit and walking with the husband at a park that's nearby. When I was out in California, I would go walking with my mom, with her dog. So that's really pretty much the only things that I've really been doing. I have been wanting to take up running, but I think I'm kind of scared of the fact that I'm gonna end up quitting and disappoint myself. So I kind of haven't started it because I don't want to disappoint myself. Does that make sense at all? It's like I'd rather not start it and not be disappointed in myself for quitting than to start it and quit and be disappointed in myself. So, but I mean, if any of you run and any of you guys have tips on like a beginner, like I know how to run, but I don't know how to build up my stamina and everything else like that. So if any of you guys are runners or no runners, give me tips. I would love to have some. Another thing that I've also been doing is me, Nat Nagel, Gypsy Dancer Macaholic. There were a couple of people, I forgot who they were, but Gypsy Dancer Macaholic, she has a website, and on her website she's been doing like a weekly check-in thing. And we kind of slacked last week and didn't check in, but we've checked in this week now for the past 2 weeks to make up for it. But that's also kind of been like really kind of helpful with as far as keeping me motivated, because now it's like there's people holding me accountable, and she makes sure to post on Twitter, you know, all right, you people, go check in. So that's kind of what's been helping to keep me motivated too, because now it's like, okay, I have to check in. I said I would do this, so I have to check in, and if I'm gonna check in, I want to check in with good news, because I do not want to be seen as the slacker of the group. So, Gypsy Dancer Macaholic, also known as Gypsy Dancer 13 on Twitter. Thank you so much for starting that and holding me accountable. But anyways, I think that's really all I've been doing. It's not like I've been doing some miracle, you know, diet or miracle workout or anything like that. It's just I've just been trying to change things, you know, to be like a normal person. Because before my portions weren't really that. Here's the thing, I don't think my portions were ever really bad. I think it's just mostly whatever I ate. And then after college, I kind of just wasn't very active anymore. So that's really why I think I put on the weight. I don't think it's, you know, that I was eating so bad and, you know, whatever else. I think it's just my activity level went down while I was still eating the same amount of food that I was eating while I was active. Big no-no. Okay, but anyways, that's it. So I will see you guys either next week or next month with a good check-in, because it's not going to be bad and I will be 10 pounds lighter. Okay, bye.